Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas for UFC 207 alongside Tarec Saffiedine, who faces Dong Hyun Kim this Friday here in Las Vegas. Now, Tarec, there's a lot to talk to you about. You were supposed to fight Matt Brown, and then they switched it kind of in the middle of the night. They put him on 206. You were left without an opponent for a minute or so, and now you're fighting Dong Hyun Kim. But I remember talking to your manager, and he didn't even know when they announced it. Did they not inform you guys that they made the switch when they did?
No, they didn't. I actually found out from a teammate after sparring. He told me that, you're not fighting Matt Brown anymore, and I said, no. Well, yes, as far as I know. But then, they decided to put him against Cerrone, and this is what it is.
Did that bother you?
It frustrated me, obviously because I was training for Matt Brown. I brought some sparring partner, and to mimic his style, and so I didn't know what to expect after as far as replacement. But I stayed focused, and I was just waiting on somebody else to be called out and to have a good matchup for the fight. All I wanted to is to stay on the same date. That's it.
How long were you left in limbo for? Like, did you have to wait several days to find out who you'd be fighting?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. It was just a couple of days. It wasn't too long.
Okay. And are you happy with the replacement? Is Dong Hyun Kim a good enough replacement for you?
Yeah, of course. He's a tough opponent. He's good. He's ranking pretty good. So yeah, he's a tough opponent, and I'm happy that. The only thing was switching from an orthodox to softball, but it is what it is. I have no problem with it.
For the record, though, would you have appreciated being told first, before the media, before it was made public?
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah, of course, I would love to, they have to tell me, listen, we have to put this match up because, I don't know, for whatever reason, but, it is what it is. I just stay focused, that's what I do. And I stay focused on my training and staying ready for December 30th.
The road to this fight, is it less stressful than your last fight? Because I recall when you last fought, you had the issue with the knee. They thought maybe that you'd be out. You had to go see a doctor, right? And it was almost at the 11th hour that you were cleared. This time around, other than this little issue that we talked about, no stress?
No stress, no injury. So
okay.
I'm happy about it. I have a good camp. I'm healthy, and I'm ready to go.
When's the last time you had a camp? Because even in January, you had the issue with the passport, right? Like, when's the last time you had no issues going into a fight?
I think last time was a while ago.
Maybe Marquardt?
No, I had no. All the other fights were pretty good after Marquardt fight. Yeah, except the Jake, with the passport and
Sure.
the Rick Story for the knee. But other than that, it was good.
And now you're at Tristar.
Yes.
How long have you been there now? For a year or so?
Yeah, for a year. I started going before my fight against Jake to get ready over there. And so I traveled back and forth, and now I spend since August I've been there.
Wow.
So it's been a while, yeah.
Has your family moved there as well?
No, I've been away from my family, so it's been a long camp away from my kids, from my wife, from everybody. So
What are you going to do? How are you going to balance the two? Or are they going to move to Canada as well? Are you going to move there?
yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things goes after the fight. But it's definitely an option to go over there full time.
For someone who fights in the welterweight division, to be around George now on an almost daily basis, the greatest of all time at 170, what is that like for you and your confidence?
Definitely, gives a lot of confidence because George is the type of guy who, he's really humble. He's known for that, and he loves to share his knowledge and to share his passions, and he's there to help everybody, and including myself. We spar a lot, we train a lot together, so it was definitely great to be able to train with him.
I'd imagine for a French-speaking person from Belgium living in Montreal, a lot more fun than Temecula, California, right? A little closer to home, right? A little more familiar?
Yeah, well, it's definitely the language barrier is definitely easier living in Montreal. It's just different aspect of life, and but I like both. It's just bring different stuff, but definitely as far as the language, it's great to be in Montreal.
Two more things. I believe you're 2-2 in the UFC. This is your fifth fight. How do you get on a consistent run? What has been missing over the last few years? I know the injuries and some things, but what do you have to do to now go on the run that you were on at the end of Strikeforce?
Being consistent in my training.
Okay.
That's all. The injuries I had took a lot of toll on me, and I wasn't able to train like I wanted to, and you know, I had a lot of stuff going on, traveling and not being really consistent with my training. That was the big missing key. You know, I think once everything is settled and I can train fully and just focus on that, I think will pay off.
And one of the big stories this week, as you may know, is that Ronda Rousey's not doing any media. As a former champion, did you not even know that?
I didn't know.
She's not here, not doing any interviews, nothing. How do you feel about that? Are you okay with that? I mean, I know that there are different levels in this game, but do you feel like it's kind of part of the job that everyone has to do it?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, I believe everybody has to promote the fight and talk to the media. That's what you guys do to put us out there, you know. And but I guess that's a way for her to promote herself. I guess, you know. I don't know. For me as a former champion and I still as a champion, I will always do the media, you know. So I guess she handles the way she handles it, you know. I have no problem with what she does. I focus on myself.
Okay. Wish you the best of luck. Thank you for the time. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Ariel.